On your deathbed, nobody ever said, I wished I worked more. And on a multi-day hike like the Fisherman's Trail, nobody ever said, I wish I packed more. Let's get packing. I'm gonna break it up into 3 sections. First one is systems and processes, so you can independently do any trek you like. The second one is clothing and gear you're gonna need on the trail. And the third is the clothing and gear off the trail. And finally, at the end, if you stick around, I am going to show you where you can just download a list, a checklist, and chop, 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 get it done. I'm Morgan, and I'm a physical therapist and hiker, and I like to make videos about culinary hiking adventures in Europe and how to make them happen with trail training and travel tips. So why walk light? Well, freedom comes to mind, but maybe you've got an irritated disc in your lower back or a bad knee, and it's still possible to do these great adventures, especially if you can keep your pack light. Processes and testing. Unfortunately, I have had friends travel across the world and never tested their boots before they did a 5-day mountain trek. First thing we're going to talk about is that it's a mindset. Really don't want to pack our fears. All of your gear, you're going to test ahead of time. Of course, on some trails near home, you're going to wear it as if you were going on one of these hikes. And the next thing is when you're selecting your gear is to become a material diva. Things like merino wool can just totally change your experience. They cost a little bit more than cotton, for example, but they don't stink like those nasty techie shirts, and they keep you warm and they keep you dry, which is really great. So investing in those kinds of things and excellent footwear and backpacks that actually fit your torso is a super important thing to do. Okay, so now you've got the gear, you've tested it, you know what works, you've got some nice things. What you want to do is a layout. So back in the military, we used to have to do this before all kinds of exercises, deployments, etc. Lay down a tarp and put everything down that you're gonna bring, like literally put it down and take a picture of it. Once you're on the hike and you're on maybe your first or second night and you're like, oh man, why did I bring this? I'm not even using it. Take out your phone right then and there and make a video of the stuff that you're not happy that you brought, or mention things that maybe you should have brought. Okay, if you are using luggage transportation, this is the section for you. Just skip the last one and kind of just throw everything in your transfer bag. Okay, so we're going to Portugal, not the back country. You don't need a ton of safety stuff. There's usually a village you can get to pretty quickly. Well, let's start with the backpack. So I have here a high quality pack, and it has a rain cover that stuffs inside. That is essential, or you need to buy a cover separately that you can put over it. Some people like to use poncho for the same thing, but the pack is really nice like that. So in this video, we're not going to be talking about like July and August, because it's way too hot in July and August. It's not going to be fun unless you love desert hiking, okay? So this isn't the video for you. This is also not for camping. But this 28 liter, the thing that's nice about it is that it has adjustable hips. It's got the stowage pocket at the hip for your credit cards and such. And of course it has the chest strap adjustment with a safety whistle. That's the pack I use when I do the Fisherman's Trail using luggage transportation. But if I'm not gonna use the luggage transportation, I will bump up to a 36 liter. So I particularly am fond of this Osprey Cirrus because it is warm on the Fisherman's Trail, and I really like this ventilation system you can see in the back. Like, it really keeps the heat off of your back. Again, of course, adjustable chest strap that goes up and down and tighter, and really strong hip adjustments where you can bear the weight on your hips, you know, your pelvis, instead of it being all on your shoulder and making your neck hurt. This is enough for all the dinner clothes and the day-to-day clothes. On the Fisherman's Trail, you can find sinks to wash your clothes in, and I actually generally, at the accommodations, more than half of the ones I stayed at the last time had a washer and dryer that you could use. So there's a few things in here that I've included if you're gonna go in a really cold time, like maybe January, February, March, maybe a little bit in December, that I wouldn't bring most of the time. So for example, On those extra cold seasons, I'll bring a really high quality puffy coat, like a feather coat or some alternative where it's extremely lightweight, but very insulating, and a pair of mountaineering gloves to go with it. The other thing I wouldn't normally bring is a hat. This is a merino wool small hat. It's very lightweight and it keeps you warm for, if you get caught in some wintry weather. And these socks. So these are hiking specific socks and they're quite warm. I would not bring these in, April through October. I would stick with a lightweight running sock instead. So those are the winter things I would not bring for most of the season. But every other season, a pair of trekking poles. I'll be wearing a merino wool short sleeve shirt. I want to protect the tops of my shoulders from sunburn. Of course, underwear for the day. And then this is the other thing. A lot of people like to wear shorts. I don't wear shorts or skirts to hike in. These are quick dry, lightweight hiking pants, but they come down and they kind of rest like this. And I find that to be really good for keeping the sand out of my shoes, and I don't need to buy gaiters or have a separate kind of thing. Bring an extra pair of socks in my day pack. I like these sort of high-tech running socks because they keep your feet cool. And I bring one tall, like sort of ankle length, and then a short one in case I'm getting some blister issues. Then I can, put these underneath. For headgear, absolutely a must. High quality, at least category 3 sunglasses. It also doubles if it's a windy day and the sand or debris is flying. It protects my eyes, so that is essential. I bring a hat with a hard brim, like a baseball hat, because if it's raining like crazy, I can put this on and then I can put my raincoat hood over the top of it. I bring a sun hat also. This year, next time I go, I'm gonna upgrade because this one didn't have a string. And I was always worried it was gonna fly off, so I would take it off and on too many times. A buff, if you have hair, that's a really, really good thing because the wind is blowing up all the time. I bring one thermal layer just in case. I almost never use it, but you never know. And also if you're gonna take a picnic or take a swim, you might get a little chilly and want that on. A good quality raincoat, of course. I bring an extra plastic bottle of water because I've gotten used to enjoying using nuns. So these are like hydration tablets. They're basically salts. And it's easy, it's not so great to just chew them. I like to put them in the water because they dissolve. But my primary source of water is gonna be a plastic bladder that goes inside the backpack. I'm gonna bring a way to charge my phone. I'm also gonna bring an extra battery pack just in case. Earbuds for music, and just in case, a headlamp. And then a dry bag to keep all that stuff inside. There's not a lot of places to go to the toilet on the Fisherman's Trail, so I'll bring a couple of these bags to put my paper if I need to go to the bathroom. For first aid, I guess sunscreen is not first aid, but you need a lot of that. Tape for all the blisters, and almost every problem seems to be solved with tape. I bring my allergy stuff, ibuprofen, Neosporin, tweezers, and a little scissors, a ace bandage in case something twists or sprains, and then I've got fussy knees, so I always bring a knee sleeve, an assortment of bandages, and the lovely Compeeds for hot spots and blisters. They're amazing. With my pack, the 36 liter, I'm gonna show you what else I would bring if I'm not using the luggage transportation. I was wearing these before. Clearly you're gonna bring the shoes that work for you for hiking. The other shoes, I always bring slides. They weigh nothing, they're $2. If I lose them, it's okay. And you can wear socks with them or go barefoot. It's shower shoes, it's beach shoes, it's everything. Love them, love them, love them. Okay, and generally, so I've got those two things that or for weather. But they also double for the evenings when you want to go for a walk along the beach or go to the beach and go for a swim. Those are my shoulder coverings. Okay, so I'll bring 2 more pairs of underwear and an extra sports bra. I'm gonna bring my swimsuit, it's the ocean. And then I bring a nice dress that is sort of got like a built-in bra. I can use it as a beach cover-up. I can use it to go out to dinner. It's lightweight, so if it's really warm, that's all I need. If it's a little bit chilly, then I bring my pajama bottoms. So these are tights, so they can either go under that if it's chilly, and I can put those on the top, or I can just wear that to bed, and then I'll bring a tank top for my pajamas, basically, in case one of the hostels that I'm staying at is really hot, and then and 1 small pair of shorts. So that's really it for the clothing. Everything's sort of multifunctional. I mean, this is the only extra that we really need to bring, but you need to be thoughtful about it and what works for you and what you're comfortable eating out in if you want to go to the restaurants. I'll also bring a really lightweight fanny pack and keep all my travel and important things in there, and then I can use it as a purse in the evenings. And of course, my travel towel for swimming and for bathing. Some of the hotels have, well, most hotels have towels, but some of the hostels do not. You really need to bring a towel. So for my toiletries, well, this is my Christmas present, so I'm going to learn how to use this Garmin watch. Not a toiletry, but that's exciting. Definitely a eye mask and earplugs, a lot of shared accommodations. I bring this this is a brand called Magic Eraser, and it actually takes off makeup with just hot water. It's incredible. I don't know how it works. It's sort of, it's a magic eraser. Deodorant, hairbrush, toothpaste, and a little micro toothbrush, Cicaplast, because it's the ultimate moisturizer. It's so good. And it helps with abrasions, scratches, blisters. Like, I'll grease up my feet at night and like hot spots will disappear, which is really great. Lotion, otherwise. Face specific sunscreen, soaps. So I'll use these for my body, but I'll also use it in conjunction with a dry bag in case I can't get to laundry to wash out my clothes. Deck of cards. I bring a few extra of these in case someone loses one. Vitamins I put in an old Nun container, and a little extra cleaning. I'll bring a little extra string and a clothesline in case I need to hang something for my pack or dry something, and a carabiner also. And then a micro makeup kit. So something that I can do eyebrows with that is also a setting of it, not just color. A little bit of light color for eyeshadow, mascara, a lip stain, because I feel like if you can get your lips to pop, that's a nice little touch of makeup without having to have the full kit. And then a little bit of, you know, what is that, highlighter. That way it feels fresh and dewy like this Fisherman's Trail. Okay, so that's it. I actually bring 2 dry bags just in case I lose one. I don't know, I feel like you can always use them. I actually put my clothes inside there and scrunch it up real tight, suck the air out, and that way it fits in the bag really easily. All right, I hope that was helpful. If you check the link in the first comment below, I will show you where you can go download a printable checklist so you can just chop, chop, chop and get it done and not forget what you need, and hopefully not take more than you need and pack your worries in your backpack. All right, if you want to learn more about the Fisherman's Trail, watch this next video that I'm making about the best websites that I found that were actually helpful in the planning process, especially to find all those cute little hidden gems like Tasco de Celso.